Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're just going to do a quick analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Before I get started, I'm streaming live every day on Twitch. And if you would like updates to when I'm going live earlier, we're building an awesome community, which I will have the links below. So whether you prefer Telegram or Discord, I'm kind of liking Discord a little bit more, but the group is, or the group is going to focus on self-education, to help you guys learn how to read, how to read the charts, how to read your MACD, how to do Fibonacci retracement. It's all about self-improvement. Low risk, high reward trades, short-term, long-term trade setups, how to find support and resistances, your moving averages. It's all about self-improvement. And as well, I hope with time, as the groups grow, it'll be just a busy community 24/7. You'll always have, someone to talk to. And it doesn't have to be about crypto, It's just an awesome community. We're slowly growing, but I will have those links in the description below. And, if you guys could do me a favor, and if you like today's content, please hit that like and that subscribe button if you're not already, and please consider looking at my Twitch account if you guys do. If you like Twitch, we're gonna have a busy week this coming week starting tomorrow. We're gonna do some live trades. And like I said, I think the volatility is gonna be crazy this week, so I'm probably gonna be streaming at least 3 to 5 hours a day. You can count on me always going live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But like I said, we're gonna focus on how to do live trades and how to look at these charts, and it's more for swing trading. Getting on to the overall gist of things, let's look at Bitcoin. So right now we're basically holding up. Let's get our 4-hour on here. Looks like Bitcoin's having a nice little push now. So we're above 10,900. We had a little bit of a dip earlier, right before I went live. So, this is the trade setup we've been talking for a while. Now, this isn't a setup. This is what I've been preaching on my Discord channel about, and all my live videos on Twitch. Just because I have this box here and I've been talking about a possible great short opportunity, that doesn't mean the moment you see 10.8 or 11.2, you just go ahead and open a short. That's why right now we've been focusing on education on how to read the volume and how to decipher, trade setups, looking at your MACD and your volume indicator to come up with the best trades with the lowest risk. So the thing you're going to be watching for if this trade setup is going to work is you want us to hit, we're already in it now, maybe even this trend line at the very highest. We can maybe hit 11,400. But what you want to see is the price rising and the momentum of the bull side, which is pretty much your MACD. You want to see that momentum falling off, and you want to see the volume dropping off if this trade setup is going to work. Our trade setup at 10,200, it worked beautifully this week. We've already taken profit. I've shaved roughly about 30-40% of the profits that I've had from that trade. I entered at 10,240. And I took profit just above 10,800. I have a stop loss now. I have it at, I was going to do it at 10.6 last night, but I think I'm going to wait to see here. I'd like to shave some of this close to 11,000, which on Bybit we are about there now. So I think I'm going to set my stop loss at 10.8. just to make sure I'm in good profit in case they want to, tumble this down. So your support areas for Bitcoin right now, you can see how we have this nice cross. We actually have a cross. Your purple right here is your EMA 100, and I call it your Tron blue. This is your EMA 50. We have a nice bullish cross right now. And it's right above our support box between 10,002 and 10,300. So for right now, you really need to break 11,000, but more so, we need to break this 11,100 area. But I'm going to keep this box up to 11,200, just because there's a ton of resistance at about that 11,002 area. So, if this trade setup is going to work, just to reiterate it one more time, if we do pump in price, if you start seeing the MACD having lower highs of bullish momentum, and you see the volume dropping off, that could be a great indication this is going to play off. But if you see this price, if we burst through this box and we go up, and I'm telling you, if the volume is increasing and the bullish momentum is increasing, don't think about shorting this right now. Don't fight the trend. But for now, I'm going to stick to this trade setup. There's a lot of resistance at 11,000 and 11,002. But let's say we do break that and the bullish momentum's rising. I think we're going to have a nice push to about 11,500. These are where these next wicks are, right up top. But your much more major resistance level is going to be roughly about that 11,008, 11,009 area. And of course, you're going to have your psychological 12,000. But if we look at our tops here, actually, I think I might need to move this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Maybe that adjusted. But, you can expect some pretty staunch resistance at 11,900. So, to sum up Bitcoin right now, there's going to be, you have support at 11,600, and then you have our double top area that we bursted through at just above our trade setup at 11,002, 11,003, and you're going to have your first resistance. I say first, you're going to have a ton of resistance between this 11,000, 11,200 area. We've already broke through the beginning area of this box. But if you see the, if you see the volume increasing, you see the bullish momentum, which you can look on your MACD, I fully expect us, especially if we can break this down sloping trend line, I fully expect us to test 11,005. And then honestly, if we can break above, if we see the volume increasing after we get above this box, I really think we're going to see 12,000, just to be completely honest with you guys. So, sorry I rambled on Bitcoin a little bit, but there's a lot to talk about. And if you want live analysis, and you like watching live streams and you have time to watch those, I will have my Twitch link below. I'm really loving the Twitch community and the interaction I'm getting. It's just an awesome platform. So looking at Ethereum right now, we're fighting our EMA 100 pretty hard right now. It's, we had our resistance box, and as the days have gone on, it's just been going lower and lower, and so has the price of ETH. It's pretty much separated from Bitcoin right now. Just going to make sure. All right. So, the key areas that I'm looking at, for Ethereum right now, we have our upsloping line. I'm going to zoom out for us real quick. This line has honestly held since roughly about March of this year. And every time we hit it, we seem to have a nice reaction rally off of it. And this fits perfectly with our short box. I'm sorry, our support box. Sorry about that. So looking at Ethereum though, you're going to have support at 200 and then our $205 support. Let's see where our EMA, I'm already looking at it right now. And it honestly looks like right now, because I really like the support that we're having the bounces off of it, you can expect a more short term. Your stronger support levels are going to be at 205 and 200. But I'm really liking this EMA, which is your estimated moving average, your 50. You can see how we have these bounces off of it. And until we break that, I really don't expect these support levels to get tested unless you see Bitcoin, fall off the face of the earth or we have a decent dip. But your first resistance area, you're looking about that $225 area. And just like Bitcoin, our 10,200 was our setup. If you follow our Twitch account or my Discord, which I highly recommend you guys checking out, our next trade setup is actually Ethereum right now. Our buy signal will be when we break above $235. You can see where we have these double top right here. And wow, it's not what I was expecting. Sorry about that. Let's get our price indicator tool or our price range. So your signal will be once we break 235, that doesn't mean right when you see 25 or 235 and 2 cents you buy it. You want to see how we react so it's not a fake out. But our first area, my first target that I think we're going to hit it, because we're going to fill this gap once we break 235. I think we're going to test the $260 area, which is roughly about a 10% gain. So if you do a small 2-3x leverage, that's going to be a nice 20-30% gain. And I think it's going to honestly happen very quickly once we break 235. So just to reiterate, our trade setup is from 235 to 260. You're going to have support at $200 and $205, which are with your more near-term, short-term support level, just sitting at about $200 and let's just call it $15 to be safe. You really need to break this EMA 50. I think we'll get, or I'm sorry, your EMA 100, which I think If we can break that, that is when we're going to get our test of our resistance box at 235. And with your first resistances being, our 225, our 235 area, with our first, for our sell targets at 260 and then $280. But looking at market cipher though, we really need to start filling this in. But if we go to our daily, honestly, Ethereum and XRP, as funny as it is, they're looking the best on the daily compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin still has a little bit more momentum to try to build before we can turn this bullish. But on the daily, we're looking real strong. The 4 hours kind of lagging behind, but as we all know, if we can keep this trend up, we will change it. But this is just the 1 hour. We're showing slightly lower levels of momentum, but I think it's just because of the uncertainty that we're having with Bitcoin now at major resistance at 11K. So we're gonna finish the stream up with XRP. This is the easiest one. So this is gonna be super quick. You're gonna have support because literally nothing's changed for the last 2 weeks. You're gonna have support at 30 cents. You're gonna have very, very strong support at 28 cents. If we zoom out on the daily, if for some reason XRP gets extremely bearish, your last levels of support is gonna be right here at about 25 cents. With your first area of resistance being at this 32.5 cent mark, we literally look at all these touch points off of it. It's been very difficult to break. But for a trade setup for XRP is if we can break 32.5 cents, you're going to have a pretty decent trade where I would be a seller once we hit 35 cents. Because another thing, like I said, we've been talking about this for a while now. You're going to have some very, very strong resistance between 36 and 38 cents. And this goes back a long time. I don't want to get too much into this, but usually when we break the 36, 38 cent support level, it takes an average of 3 to 6 months to get above that. And we're only 1 month into it now. But once again, just like Ethereum, you're showing some really nice bullish divergence on the MACD. So that's a very good sign. This is on the daily, of course. On the 4 hour, look at that. If we can build this just a tad bit higher, your RSI is pointed up, our money flow is starting to go to the upside, which is all good signs. We need to keep this. And we actually just broke above our EMA 100, so this is good. So, for XRP, our trade setup is 32.5 cents. Of course, you don't want to buy right when you see it. You want to see us break it for a minute, maybe close a 1 hour above it, and then buy in, with your sell target being at 35 cents or maybe just slightly higher. So, but that pretty much does it. If you enjoyed today's content, please hit that like and subscribe if you're not already. I will have the links in the description for our Discord and Telegram channels, which I highly recommend you guys following. If you would like, it's the easiest way to reach me 24/7. I let you guys know when I'm going live early on Twitch. And if you guys do follow Twitch, I will have this link in the description as well. But, please consider following my channel. We're growing an awesome community on Twitch. I'm really loving it. And, I'm really trying to become an affiliate, and it's not to have, to do anything for money or anything, but it's just, it's just an awesome tag I would like to have. And, it enables you guys, if, for instance, you wanted to subscribe. I don't know. It just seems like it's an awesome platform, and I love the community over there on Twitch. So once again, if you do use it, please consider checking me out. And, following my channel. I go live every day at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But generally, I've been going live, a little bit earlier than that. And I'll let you know. Obviously, I'll give you about a 15, 20-minute warning before I'm going live. But we're going to have a busy week trading on Twitch. So, that's where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time this week. I'm going to try to stream between 3 and 5 hours every day on Twitch, so we can go over live trading, how to submit, and go about figuring out trades for swing trading. So that just about does it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I'm going to keep doing these these static videos every day. It's a Sunday, so I was a little bit late today, but I streamed till like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. So once again, thank you guys. and you will see a video on YouTube every day, Monday through Friday, at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, guys.